prime time for him to join the dunk contest is going to be at age 40. Listen.
Now?
I fully believe.
Oh, God.
That's
That's a failure waiting to happen. Okay, sir. My man.
It's good.
Are you back another night?
Sir.
Another episode?
Stay on the grind.
Stay on the grind, man. 10K, baby.
Keep pumping them out, man.
10K. What
numbers up.
What do we always say? Reps?
Reps.
It's all about reps, man. It's all about reps. The more reps you put up, the better you get.
Slow and steady. Stop worrying about the numbers and just go.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
I love it. So, and speaking about that, about reps and going, we recently had the good fortune, I'll say, to watch the IST.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, not Indian Standard Time, but the in-season tournament with our kids. And we were sitting with them, we were watching. And these kids, when LeBron was, at the end getting his trophy, and, there's a lot of Adam Silver was saying some very nice things about LeBron and hinting to some future things for him in Vegas and so on. He was talking about how this man has pretty much won at everything. He's won in life. He's won any and every almost accolade there is to be had in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We could say pretty much or mostly. And then the kids asked a question and they said, is there an award or an accolade that LeBron has not won yet? Is there anything he hasn't won yet? It's kind of how they framed it.
My initial reaction was to be funny and say 6 rings.
Right, exactly.
I was just kidding. I mean, he has.
He's got 5. He's got 5.
4.
IST 5, right?
He's got 4, and even the 4th one is debatable. That's the Mickey Mouse ring.
That's the toughest ring he has.
The Mickey Mouse ring. I don't believe that, but I'm just saying that's what others. So I was jokingly saying 6 rings because that's like, God forbid he can't be considered the GOAT unless he's got 6. And even then, even if he got 6, it wouldn't. Well, you didn't go 6-0.
There's always something, right? Haters gonna hate.
Always. So
then, that's the initial reaction. And we laughed. It was funny, actually. And then it got me thinking, And I was like, you know what? There is something he hasn't won. What? A slam dunk competition. That is one hardware he does not own. And the rest of us fans and the world fully expected that when he first came into the league. That eventually he's going to join the dunk contest and win one. Seeing some of those great dunks that he puts on during games, in warm-ups. We've seen dunk contests in warm-ups is where we've seen his dunks. Right? And we're like, he needs to join the dunk contest.
Or in-game,
right? So that's one. And the time went by further and further and further. And, it was the when, now, maybe, when. Come on, Bron. All the analysts or all the gurus on the media, Bron, when are you going to join the dunk contest? And he kept playing with it. He kept teasing until I just got washed away. And the time has passed and no one has any hope that he will join a dunk contest, let alone win one if he was to join one. At this point, it'll be criticism, right? More so, you want to join now? And I feel like, all right, you know what? Let's have a conversation on what if LeBron joined a dunk contest. If he joined the dunk contest back when he was in his prime per se. 2, when should he have joined, right? Which year was it that LeBron should have actually joined the dunk contest and had a good chance of winning? Let's have a conversation about that. Okay. And I want to credit the kids for helping us with this topic.
Getting us started.
Yeah. So, I was thinking like a lot of LeBron's in dunk games got us thinking like, he should be on the dunk contest. But then I think it really, for me, sparked off when I saw him in warm-ups, especially when he was on the Heat. He would be doing these crazy, like jumping through the legs off the glass, catch, reverse. Oh, he's also creative with these dunks. Because we've never seen him do that in the game. We've seen him dunk on people, these crazy foul line, windmill, back, whatever dunk. But that's when I really saw the creativity. I don't know if you remember in the Miami practice once, he was throwing the ball off like the wall and then running and catching and doing these crazy acrobatic dunks. And then the Miami team will like be watching it on the phone, doing like it just got us thinking. Like he was teasing us this whole time. He really has creativity. When is he gonna put it where it really matters in the dunk contest to win that chip and say, all right, I'm also a dunk king. I'm the king. I'm also the dunk king, right? Michael Jordan, king, dunk champion. You're not going to see LeBron in the 3-point contest. Would you expect to see him in a dunk contest? So, wanted to get your thoughts on that. What do you think? And lo and behold, we have a picture of LeBron literally dunking the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Literally dunking the ball.
So when you say my thoughts on like his legacy or what?
No, just that whole era of him teasing the dunk contest. They never really going through with it.
I always had hoped that we'd see him in the dunk contest. But
so you, like all of us, wanted to see that.
I definitely did. I mean, who doesn't?
Right.
Who doesn't? I mean,
right.
Who wouldn't want to, especially during some of them down years? But then again, there's potential criticisms for that too, right?
So
if you join in some of the down years, like, oh, okay, well, you only join now to because you had easier competition, right? Whereas
so can we say the same?
Jordan didn't have that. Jordan had tougher competition because he was going up against Dominique.
What about this guy?
Yeah.
When he won.
Yeah.
They said it was weaker competition.
Yeah.
Right? And his last dunk wasn't the best either. The point is he has one.
True.
He has one.
Yeah.
He has one.
Yeah.
He does not.
He does not. So, I mean, I think LeBron's such a magnet for criticism that I think anything that could have happened would have been criticized one way or the other.
That's true. But
he won against weaker competition. He went in and he lost. He didn't play at all.
But a fact
all
is
of
a
them
fact.
Get criticized.
Right? A fact is a fact. The hardware you can't take away.
It's true. But what if he went in there and didn't get the hardware?
That's different.
That's another level of criticism.
But the expectation you expect from that caliber player, GOAT.
So let's not forget, though, is LeBron the only high profile player who was a dunker that didn't participate in the dunk contest? Because remind me, did KG ever participate? KG was a dunker.
Yeah, but he wasn't that kind of dunker.
All right. I knew you were going to say that.
He wasn't that.
But he was.
Sure, but so was Shaq.
Young KG.
So was Shaq.
So again, young Shaq breaking backboards.
That's not what you want to see in a dunk contest. A dunk contest is about creativity and acrobatic, athleticism.
Young Shaq was athletic enough to be creative.
Not like that.
And then you had the power to it.
You want high flyers.
The same way that you had
They're
Dwight.
Not high flyers,
Dwight was creative with his too.
Correct. He's a high flyer. You want high flyers.
Young
Shaq's not a high flyer.
Young Shaq, come on now.
Shaq was a powerhouse. Shaq was a powerhouse, my man. KG was a powerhouse.
But still, they were still high flyers enough to...
Not like that.
KG...
They're not jumping up, putting it through the legs.
KG at 19, 20 years old would have been able to win a dunk contest.
I don't know.
Yes.
I would love to see it. I would have loved to see it.
So you want to discredit those? Let's go
I'm
to
not discrediting them.
Dwayne Wade.
What about him?
Another high flyer.
Correct.
Never participated
but
in the
he's not the I never found him the creative kind.
He's considered in the top 5 shooting guards of all time.
Correct, but that doesn't mean you're a good dunker.
Derrick Rose.
He would have been a great one. Would have been
never
a great one.
participated in dunk contest.
Would have been a great one.
So it's not like we just need to be careful, I guess is what I'm saying. That we want to take and put LeBron in this box by himself as if he's the only high flyer superstar that has never participated in the dunk contest. Can I say something though?
You don't mind?
No, I mean, this is our podcast. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
So if I look up on the wall here, I don't see pictures of Derrick Rose or KG or Shaq because they're not considered as GOATs. So that's why.
I mean, that's such a limited population.
And these GOATs, per se, have that piece of hardware. Even Steph Curry, right? Until he won that MVP, he
Finals
had that
MVP.
Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Right? Andre Iguodala, he had the first one. So it was always like this thing like, oh, I mean, until Steph wins this MVP, it's not official.
Yeah, but was there the same thing for the 3-point contest?
No, there wasn't. But the point is that to be considered a GOAT,
I mean,
you got to have the hardware.
But
it took time, and until he accomplished it, there was always this thing like.
So let me ask you this then. So Steph went and lost before he won. Do you think that
lost what?
The 3-point contest?
Oh yeah, well his okay, yeah. That's when Clay won, I believe.
Right. So do you think Bron would have been given the same grace had he lost?
Absolutely not.
And then came back in?
Absolutely not.
So why do we move?
Because he's the chosen one. That's why.
It's like the needle always moves.
Of course it does.
For Bron, it's just
when
that's what I'm saying.
When you're the GOAT, that's what happens.
But that's what I'm saying. So I could see an argument, not to say that I subscribe to this, but I can see an argument where it's really like percentage-wise a lose-lose situation for him.
But what if he wins?
But even if he wins, he'll get criticized because you went up at who did you go up against?
It don't matter.
Diamalo, Diamalo.
This guy right here, rest in peace, went up against nobody either.
It doesn't matter though.
And his last dunk was weak.
It doesn't matter
so
though.
It does matter
because he's not 1-2. He's a distant third, but he's not 1-2.
Ooh.
I guarantee you that LeBron, if he won against Diallo, remember the year the Diallo won from the Thunder, that he would have been like, yeah, of course you won by default because you didn't go up against anybody. It would have been another Mickey Mouse ring.
Listen, all I know
would have been another Mickey Mouse ring.
All I know is this. It don't matter what
it
they
does,
say.
That's what I'm
fact
saying.
is a fact. If that hardware is in your home and it says dunk contest champion, all that matters. All that matters.
All that matters for LeBron is right? What is
because no one 20, 30, 50 years from now, no one's going to say, oh, who did LeBron go against? Let me see. Let me go fact check this.
I actually believe that they will.
No, 50 years from now, no, they won't. Because there'll be some new great other player and they're gonna fizzle out.
We'll see. I'm just saying I think that
does anybody pay attention to who Kobe went against? No, they don't. All they remember is he won a dunk contest.
But
that's all they care about.
Yeah, but Kobe wasn't the chosen one.
And
Kobe wasn't on ESPN at age 15.
And guess what? When LeBron lost his first ring against the Cavs, is anybody going to go back and check? Oh, Kyrie got hurt. Oh, Kevin Love got hurt that season. No, he just lost his stuff. That's all they're going to care about. That's all they're going to think. No one's going to care. So that's why to have the hardware, that's all that matters. I have the hardware.
They're going to say, oh, he won because he didn't play against anybody.
No, they're not. They're not even going to go check. All they're going to see is they're going to see, oh, LeBron, dunk contest, check. Next, check.
Because
next,
the narrative,
check.
Because the narrative is what's going to live on in lore. Just the same way that
nobody cares,
even if he gets to 6 rings and he has the 6 pieces of hardware, the legacy that he didn't go 6-0 will still exist.
With our generation, correct.
It will continue to get passed on.
5-6 generations from now, ain't nobody going to care, bro. Okay. You think we all care about Bill Russell's 12 rings? Well, we don't go back and check. Well, we don't know what happened that season.
I'm only go with what will be till when I'm in my 70s. At this point, I'm not worried about what's going to happen 200 years from now.
But that's what I'm talking about.
But what I'm saying is
the hardware.
That's the legacy, the more immediate legacy that will be passed down from our kids to their kids is going to be he didn't go 6-0, and potentially if he were in a dunk contest, so this is a what if. I believe that the narrative would have been he only won because it was weak competition.
See, I think that's coming from your perspective. Like my youngest one, he has no idea. He knows who LeBron is, but he has no idea about his legacy. He doesn't care. By the time he gets old enough to even know, he's never going to go back and check. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but at some point in his peer group, it's going to come up and those other kids are going to know. And it's going to come through osmosis.
And after that, when he has his next offspring, they're not going to care. That's my point, is the legacy lives on. We're not talking about short-term legacy. We're talking about long-term legacy.
Yeah, but
the things that you put statues up front, we don't go back and check whose statues up. There have been statues of players in front of stadiums. I have no idea who they are.
But and I'm never going to go back and check. Narratives will continue to move on too.
They won't, because I would never bother to even go Google who this was and what they did.
I promise you.
And that's the thing.
The narrative will live on.
That's one side of it. That's one side of it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go and actually answer or in our analysis or in our opinions, if he was to join the dunk contest, 1, which year should he have joined? And 2, which year would he have had the best chance of winning, or do they both coincide together?
So which one do we want to start with?
Let me pass it off to you. When should he have joined? When was the prime time for him to join the dunk contest?
The prime time for him to join the dunk contest is going to be at age 40.
Now?
I fully believe.
Oh God, that's a failure waiting to happen.
No.
Especially after what we.
I didn't even get to say my opinion.
Nah, bro, come on, dog.
You already interrupted me. Now let me get there.
All right. Please.
I fully believe that this is strategic.
Okay.
And LeBron is strategically waiting to say, you know what? At age 40, I'm gonna do something that most of these cats only do in their first few years in the league. When they're young, got them fresh young legs.
Okay.
And I'm going to go and I'm going to dominate the competition at age 40. And in addition to all these records that he has about he's the youngest player to all these points, the oldest player to all these points and stats and rebounds and all of this, he's going to be the oldest player to ever win a dunk contest, because that's one thing that will differentiate him between these other two. These other two only did it in their primes. But for any of these two to be out there at 40 years old, head still above the rim, which his head is still above the rim right now, that's something that neither one of them can do and will never see. And only him will have that accomplishment. That is a separator. That is a separator. So I fully believe the best time is going to be when he turns 40.
No, are you done?
No,
I don't want to interrupt.
That is the best time.
Okay.
An argument could have been made early on in his career for a different year, right? Like especially when we had some of those down years with the dunk contest. Mm-hmm. But if we're talking about where we stand now, that would be, how can you beat that narrative? The oldest player to ever win a dunk contest.
Wow.
And he smashes these young kids.
Okay. So if you're done, can I please provide my feedback to that?
You can give any feedback you want. Okay. It doesn't make it right.
Just like yours isn't right. So let's break this down layer by layer.
We don't need to break anything down.
Let's break this down. My
man's going to win a dunk contest at 40.
This guy said 40. He said 40.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that won't work right off the bat is because you got to make sure you have players of the likes of Zach LaVine's and Aaron Gordon's and those type of guys who are now better, faster, stronger, bigger athletes. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Skip. You
can
just said
can I finish?
It doesn't matter.
Can I finish?
You just said it don't matter the competition as long as you got the hardware.
So can I finish?
Man.
Can I finish?
Let me get the Nick Young.
I'm not even going that way though. I'm not going that route. Would you think I'm going? I'm not going there.
Okay.
Let me finish.
All
right. So after what we have seen from players like that Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon dunk contest was the next best thing I've ever seen after Vince Carter Team Mac dunk contest, right? To see that level of creativity and dunking, and every year since then, it's always been compared to that last time when Zach and Aaron did it, because it's never lived up to that hype. When you've seen those types of dunks, and LeBron can't do those. He doesn't have that level of creativity or ability that Zach LaVine has to go put that ball in the bucket the way he puts it in the bucket. I'm sorry, no. You could make all the faces you want, my friend. He does not have that level of creativity. He cannot do what Zach LaVine does. That's why Zach LaVine does what he does and has 2 under his belt, taken away from Aaron Gordon's beautiful dunks, right? So after having seen that, now to expect him at the age of 40 to even mimic or better Zach LaVine what he did? Yeah, nah, bro. That's not happening. I'm sorry. I would love to see it. I just don't think it is possible. But please, LeBron, prove me wrong. And the fans will love to see you come out and do what Ken just did. I might have to check his glassware real quick. But I just, having that standards that set so high, I just don't see him being able to accomplish that at where he is now in his state. Is he what he's doing right now? Is that unprecedented? Absolutely. But as a dunk contest, nah, bro. Nah. He's one of those guys I call a great in-game dunker who had the potential when he was younger, but not at the age of 40. Come on, man.
Sir.
Please, I'll pass it to you.
Sir, you didn't answer the right question.
I did.
The question was, when would be the best year?
No, I'm responding to you. So should I answer my question? Okay, I can answer the question.
The question was, when would it be the best year for him to win? Mm-hmm. Saying that, this wouldn't be the best year, but it wouldn't be the best year because he's going to get paid. The question wasn't what would be the best year for him to not get compared to other dunk contests. Who cares if it might be? It might be the best one since. No. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the legacy, as long as he has the hardware in 5-6 generations, they're not going to care and they're not going to say, LeBron won it, but it wasn't as good as Zach LaVine.
You know what?
Nobody's going to know who Zach LaVine is.
You know what?
In 75 years.
You know what? You sound like a really smart guy I've heard from before. They're really wise words. You know what? Let me know who that was. But here's the thing, though.
I'm saying, I think that if he were to enter a dunk contest at age 40, he would win.
And that's
he
what
would
I'm
give
saying.
us the best, and it probably would be a nostalgia act. I'm okay with that. That's the difference.
So we're lowering the bar.
The bar's been lowered. The bar's been lowered. Let's just be honest about it. Let's just take those 2 years. Let's just take those 2 years. I'm going to do like Ocho does not. Stay with me now, baby. Let's take those 2 years of Zach and Aaron out.
I can't.
No, but I'm just saying.
Can't unlearn those.
If we take those 2 years out, the bar been lowered that entire time.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We're talking over a decade plus.
Yeah, agreed.
So we had a decade plus and 2 good years. So I'm okay if at age just to see a dude who, first of all, shouldn't even be in the league at age 40, win a fucking dunk contest. No, but even
my man's hype.
I'm sitting there fighting the mic. But like, bruh, think about what he's doing. No other player in their 20th, 21st, 22nd season have ever averaged more than 10 points. And he's still putting up 27, 8, and 5.
Of basketball. That's not dunk contest.
I'm cool. Like, I want to see an age 40 Bron win a dunk contest. I don't care if he doesn't spin around on the little like what was
the Orlando mascot?
The Orlando mascot. I don't need to see that
what was
shit.
That thing? Yeah.
I just need to see Bron put down some pretty cool dunks with some power and beat these young bulls. That's it.
Here's the thing with LeBron though. If he was to join, listen, I'm with you 100%. I want to see him do it 100%. Where I differ is he's not going to win.
He will.
No, he's not.
Nobody's going to beat him. If he entered this year, nobody's going to beat him.
Especially if someone...
Who's going to beat him this year?
Let's just say Zach says, you know what? I want to join now. He's not
going to do that.
How do you know?
He's not going to do that.
Just like we're saying LeBron's not going to do that. He might do that. We don't know.
They're not taking a hiatus and then coming out to try to beat Bron.
Why? He took a hiatus?
No. He didn't take a hiatus. He just hasn't participated.
He just never showed up.
He hasn't participated yet.
That's the thing. I don't think he can join, but he won't win.
No.
And will that hurt his legacy?
He will.
Let's just say he doesn't win. Will that hurt his legacy? Is that what he fears?
But at the end of the day, he's gonna win. It doesn't matter. It's a nostalgia act. He's gonna win. Nobody can beat him.
You don't know that.
Because
you don't know who else is gonna compete.
Nobody's gonna beat him.
Oh, stop! Come on now. You can't. You're telling me there are no better dunkers than LeBron James right now in the league? I'm sorry.
Who pops to the top of your head?
Zach LaVine. Aaron Gordon.
They're in. Okay, so what? Like, they're not going to come out. So give me somebody who hasn't.
How do you know they're not going to come out?
Give me somebody who hasn't participated.
Who hasn't? I don't know. People want to see John Morant join. He'd be a great one. He'd be a great one.
But I don't see that happening either.
Why not?
I mean, it'd be
interesting. That's the thing. You may not.
So then that would be great because I would love to see him beat John Morant, and that would take away all questions about him not going up against quality competition.
Like, I would love to see Anthony Edwards join. He'd be a nice one, though. How many people he's put on? How many bodies he put up there? Like,
yeah, but he's more of an end game too. I mean, I don't know.
How do you know? You don't know that.
We'll see. I mean, I'm for it, but Bron will win. I'm telling you.
Again, like I don't know about that. I just don't see that, and that may hurt his legacy. I don't know. 40-year LeBron doing it. I want to see history in the making. I absolutely do.
And honestly, I don't think that
you know what I think he's gonna do. Honestly, though. Based on what you just said, he's waiting for Bronny to get in so they can do it together.
Yeah, but Bronny's not a dunker like that.
I'm just.
But no, but like going back to your question, like seriously, I don't think it will hurt his legacy that at 40 years old he did it, even if he didn't win.
At this stage, it won't. But would it have hurt him earlier had he not won?
Oh, of course.
Is that why he didn't do it?
I don't know. I don't think so. He doesn't strike me as the type to play scared, but that's my opinion.
I don't know. But I was doing some research, went back and watched some old dunk contests, and really thank God that Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon had their dunk contest. Because post 2000 was, my God, horrific. They allowed these guys to do multiple dunks in multiple attempts, and one guy actually went up 14 attempts.
Oh, that's when
the dunk went down.
Was that the year that then they changed the rules? Because that was who was the one that had 14 attempts?
It was Chris Anderson, Birdman. Birdman, I think he had. Was it Birdman or somebody? I can't remember. Wasn't Nate? Nate had a rookie year.
Nate had one that had a lot. Yeah,
and it was like, oh my God, this is like horrific. This is terrible to watch.
Yeah.
Then that's when the 3-point contest became the marquee event, apparently on All-Star weekend. So when I went back and I saw that, the few years, and Chris Haynes actually came out back then and reported that LeBron legitimately thought about joining it. Legitimately was very interested in joining it. Was the year 2006. And again, he verbally unofficially committed his own words, LeBron's own voice, in an interview with what's her name, Cheryl Miller, Reggie Miller's sister, saying that sign me up for the 2010 dunk contest. Yeah,
when it was in Miami.
So let me play that clip for you real quick. I want you to let's get this on record here, the right way.
This guy.
Just want to get this on record, man. That's all. That's all. And I was like, when did this happen? Because I had no idea he even committed to something like this.
You missed that interview?
They're doing a great job.
Now, Kenny Smith is trying to out you for next year's competition. You guys are pointing at each other. Inquiring minds and the fans want to know, LeBron, are you going to compete next year?
Right now, I'm preliminary putting my name in the 2010 dunk contest Saturday night. LeBron James is saying 2010 in Dallas Stadium. Primarily, I'm putting my name in the dunk contest.
All right, fans, you heard it from LeBron James. You heard it from LeBron James.
Man, what if?
So do you think, so let me ask you this then. Is that the year that you think he would have won? Who was in that contest?
So that's what I was about to
go. I'm pretty sure I knew you had the data up. Yeah. So like who was in that contest and do you think he would have won? So
I have my other, I'll get to those.
I have another two.
So that year, the four contestants were Nate Robinson, DeMar DeRozan, Shannon Brown from the Lakers, he was a high flyer, and Gerald Wallace from the Bobcats.
Was that the cupcake one he did?
No, that was another different. That's Gerald Green.
Gerald Green.
Oh, that's Gerald Wallace. Is different.
Right. Gerald Wallace. Yeah. Bobcats.
So those four were the contestants that year where he potentially preliminary put my name in. Huh?
Nate won?
Nate won that one. DeMar was a rookie that year, and he came in second. And I feel like that was one he potentially could have won. Although Nate had two other chips before that. So it would have been a good competition, right, between him and Nate. But that's not the one. That's not the one I think he should have joined.
Okay.
The one
it's so funny because I got one too.
You go ahead.
But no. I want to hear yours first.
Okay. So the one that I think there were some other years which I think he could have won on as well. But the one I think he should have joined, this is the one, which would have been entertaining, was in 2005.
No, not against my man Jay Smooth.
Yes, that's the one. Man. Because that year, J.R. Smith, that's Bron's boy. That's Bron's boy. Josh Smith, J.R. Smith, Chris Birdman Anderson, and Amari Stoudemire. The star power is there. Like that really would have been it.
He would have beat Jay Smooth.
I don't know. We don't see. What are you? What are we saying? You don't think he's gonna beat?
Jay Smooth was different.
He was different, but so was Bron. He was young Bron. He was young prime Bron. So that would have been a good one though. Like that would have been a fun one to watch.
But do you think he would have won? That's the thing.
I think he would have been in the final.
He would have had a better chance of winning 2010 over that.
Oh, agreed. 100%.
Yeah, that's...
I completely agree with that.
So then you get
But I think the most entertaining one would have been that one. And I think he would have had a potential to really push that one, push J.R. Smooth out. Because Josh Smith went against Amari Stoudemire at the end.
Yeah.
And Amari wasn't like that creativity type of dunker. He was a power dunker. And Josh was nice. Like I gotta admit, he was nice. But I think so was Bron though. And I think Bron would have...
And they were similar sizes.
Exactly.
But then the thing that is, though, would Bron's participation have forced Josh out? Or one of the others?
Josh was the reigning champion at that point.
Okay.
So, no, I'm sorry. No, Josh was reigning champion 2006. That was Josh's first season.
Yeah.
But we don't know. Maybe Gerald would have been kicked out or Chris Anderson may be out. We don't know.
We don't know who would have got kicked out. So.
But I think like that year, if Josh stayed... That would have been a great one to watch.
Because don't they do 2 West and 2 East?
I don't know what the rules are.
So,
but even then,
it may not have been as prolific depending on who got kicked out of that.
So Birdman was in the 2004. So maybe they may have pulled him out because he didn't really do well in the 2004 one. And this star power like J.R. Smith, dunker, high flyer, Josh Smith, high flyer, dunker, Amari Stoudemire, star power, naturally LeBron, right? Chris Birdman. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to sit with the birds. On this one, right? No pun intended, but that would have been it. 2005 would have been it for me, I think. And I would have broken, like it would have been every 5 years we have a good dunk contest. That's what would have happened. But now, thank you, LeBron. We had to wait a whole decade.
Well, you should be saying thank you to Zach and Aaron.
What's that?
For giving us a good dunk contest again, finally.
Oh my God, thank you. Yes.
So I never looked at it from the most entertaining angle. So I guess so your answer though would be the best opportunity to win would have been 2010.
Oh, 2000. Well, based on the interview, yes. When he was ready to do it. when he committed to doing it. So yes,
but taking not just that, but like, let's just say he was ready to do it any year versus
probably the easiest year to do it. Like
what is the?
But that's when that weak competition conversation comes in.
But we're at the end of the day, we're trying to get the hardware.
We're trying to get the hardware. So, I mean, in that case, 2004.
2004 was mine.
Yeah, in that case, like
2004. But I don't. But it wouldn't have been as terrible. I mean, other than Birdman, if you let's say he took Birdman's spot.
I challenge our viewers to answer this question, and maybe even you. Who remembers Fred Jones from Indiana?
No, I mean, yeah, I remember.
Who's Fred Jones?
I still remember Fred Jones, but I'm just saying, like,
what is Fred?
And yeah, he was the winner, so it looks like an oddball. But you take Ricky Davis and Jason Richardson.
He's the only one.
Jason Richardson versus LeBron in the finals of a dunk contest. Awesome. Now that would have been a show.
That would have been awesome.
And I still think he would have won.
LeBron?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Even though Jason Richardson was.
No, I agree. Completely
talk about high flyer.
And that's LeBron.
And Ricky Davis was a high flyer too. But Ricky Davis, he had some creativity.
LeBron though, come on now.
So that's what I'm saying. So when I was looking,
that's what 3 years in LeBron, right? Because he came in 2003.
No, this was 03-04. This would have been his rookie year.
His rookie year.
Yeah, rookie year.
Prime time.
Prime.
And he did a dunk contest the year before for high school, I believe, or was it McDonald's or whatever?
Yeah. So I think he could have came in and just made a statement from year one.
And got that off his plate. Done.
Exactly.
Done. So.
And then you beat Jason Richardson, who was a reigning champ. Because Jay Rich had just won the previous year. Yep. So to me, that was like the one that I looked at on paper and I was like, oh yeah, he could have came in this and maybe he would have taken Fred Jones' place.
Possibly, yeah.
He would have ended up being the winner, but and it still would have been, I think, regardless, him versus Jerry Rich would have been
entertaining. Absolutely. Just like 2005 would have been entertaining with all those stars on there.
Man, if they all went in. But I think it is two East, two West. So then that makes it more challenging. So they would have had Stoudemire and Birdman. Because Birdman, who was Birdman?
He was Denver.
No, at that time?
Yeah,
he was Denver.
He was Denver, yeah.
So, and then Stoudemire was Phoenix.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, he was Phoenix.
He was Phoenix at that time. So that would have been 2 West, and then
the Birdman would be.
So it would have been.
So that's 3 West then.
Josh Smith, who was East. Braun, who was East, and who was the other one?
So they had for 2005, right?
Yeah.
J.R. Smith.
Who was J.R. Smith with?
Denver. His rookie year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it would have been so.
It was 3 West.
So maybe you're right. It may have been
Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that would have been.
But either way, yeah, it would have been interesting. Yeah, he would have had a chance to win that. It would have been harder.
I just feel like that would have been a super entertaining one, like it because all those guys can dunk.
See, I would have loved to see one where him and Wade went into it.
What, when they both were in Miami, or was it Cavs Miami? That would be different, right? You want to get your teammate?
Yeah,
that'd be fun. Have you ever seen?
Or even imagine having one with Braun, Wade, and Rose.
I don't know, man. I just don't find Wade as the creative dunker type.
I think he would have pulled some stuff out.
No, I don't know.
I think he would have pulled some stuff out.
But there was one year, I believe it was 2006, when Chris Haynes came out and said about it. Mm-hmm. And that year, it was Nate Robinson's rookie year. And him and Andre Iguodala made it to the end. Mm-hmm. And Iggy was nice, man. And I was just watching it just for like, kind of refreshing my memory. And you saw in the crowd, in each one of these, you saw in the crowd Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Shaq, and all these guys like out there watching the dunk contest. And this one play, like it just brought back this nostalgia, like because Nate was a rookie and Andre was, I think, in the league for a little bit before him. Kobe walks up to Andre and it's like giving him dunk ideas to do, and I'm like, "Come on, Kobe! Like, what are you doing, man?"
Right.
Like you're rooting for Iggy, obviously, to break out, but Nate won that one. That was his first one. Killed it. But it was just fun to see like that whole LeBron. You're watching the dunk contest year after year after year. You're right there in the front seat. Step on the court now. I don't care you do it in street clothes. Step on the court.
I'm telling you, he probably considered it multiple times.
Boy, clearly.
And then the later that it got, the less realistic it got. And I fully believe the conspiracy theorist inside of me believes that I think that he has thought about this. And so, you know what? I'm gonna set the record my way. And I'm gonna do it as the oldest player.
Hey, listen, I would love to see
something unprecedented.
I would love to see it. I really would.
And if it comes at the expense of John Morant, then it does.
I would love to see it.
It's happening.
I just don't see.
It's happening.
I don't see a victory at the end of it.
It's happening.
But I would love to see it.
2025.
Hey,
I think he turns 40 in 2025.
Listen, whatever he turns, I hope we see it before he retires. And I'm just tired of watching these.
I'm fully committed to this now. Like, I'm fully committed to pushing this narrative.
So now I'm going to push the conspiracy further.
I haven't got the LeBron James pants on.
When Bronny hits the league, then they're going to do a co
See, that I don't see because he's not a dunker. Bronny.
We don't know.
I mean,
listen, he's still got development coming. He's still growing.
No, in high school, it was clear you knew what Bron was.
That's true.
Bronny, he ain't doing all that.
We'll find out.
He ain't doing all that. No. I do believe the theory of them playing together.
Just not dunk like that. Together.
Not dunk. No. Hey. I think he wants to be the oldest player to do it, and I think it makes a better story if he does it at age 40 versus 39 or 38. He did it this year.
I don't know, man. I'm just having a hard time believing that one.
I'm here for it.
You're here for it all the way?
Yep, I'm on the LeBron 40 train.
So with LeBron doing all these unprecedented things, he just is going to add this to his unprecedented
It'll be part of his
list
unprecedented legacy of like, you know what? Maybe he couldn't go 6-0 because of the competition he faced, right? The Spurs dynasty, the second Spurs dynasty with Kawhi, the Warriors dynasty. So he had these little setbacks along the way. We don't even talk about the Mavs. That was just a blip in the radar.
The blip. Come on, you got to give Dirk his credit.
Man. No, it was a great series, of course. But that was a blip in the radar.
Okay,
like that was the only legit, like real legit one. The other one were dynasties that he was going up against with multiple Hall of Famers, and
I don't know. Dirk went through some Hall of Famers to get there.
No, he did. No, I'm saying like that's the one legit just he took the L. There's no excuses. There's no nothing. The other ones you can say guys were hurt. I don't know.
The first Dubs one wasn't a dynasty yet.
The first Dubs one?
That wasn't a dynasty yet.
That was the beginnings of the dynasty. But everyone was hurt, remember? That was the one that Kyrie and Love, it was all Bron versus
the rest of
the three of them.
Right.
Yeah. So
who's the three?
It was Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that was the beginnings of their dynasty.
Okay.
And then they added KD later. So and again, like the point is he had this, he was going up against Hall of Fame level competition.
Oh yeah. No, 100%.
For sure. So needless to say, though this is unprecedented. What he's doing right now, everything he's doing right now, to the point where he retires is unprecedented. Because no player at this age has ever played at this level, at this caliber. If he wins another chip as the guy, if he wins another Finals MVP at this age, if he wins a dunk contest, anything he does from this age forward is completely unprecedented.
All right, so LeBron,
because after 20 years, not Kobe, not KG, not Vince Carter, any of these other guys who are Hall of Fame worthy, top level players, top 75 guys have ever done what he's doing right now.
Oh, 100%.
So anything he chooses to do at this point, if he's successful, will be unprecedented.
And that's the key word right there. If he's successful.
I know, and I believe that he will be successful.
And I believe that LeBron will never do anything which he believes he will not be successful in. And this is one of those things he will not be successful in. The dunk contest at this age. So if that's the case, LeBron, I need you to join the 3-point contest, the skills contest, the every 2-on-2, whatever else they do, because it's unprecedented at your age.
He's not a 3-point shooter. He's not a 3-point shooter though.
I don't know.
Not a 3-point contest, 3-point shooter.
He could shoot though.
But the dunk contest, yeah, he should. I'm here for it. LeBron at 40 in the dunk contest, book it. And if it happens, we're gonna run this episode back.
Oh, please, we will. Shit. Absolutely. You earned it. You deserved it at that point. And I'll take it.
I'm going to put a statue up in Think RBA headquarters.
Hey, can we get a goat mask for you then?
Yes. Where's the Shannon Sharp goat mask? Start making goat noises.
Maybe we'll put a goat sticker up here.
Certified goat. USDA Prime.
Goat.
Yeah, I mean, certified. I think that'd be the coolest thing to see in the world.
I think it'd be amazing.
So untraditional and a big it's like a middle finger. It's a middle finger to the traditional way.
Yeah, no,
to say you want me to be like these guys, but I'm different.
Listen, if he wins, I would love it. I don't think he will.
You know, if he enters, you're gonna be rooting for him.
Oh, of course I am. I still don't think he's gonna win. But I take that back. I will be rooting for him depending on who the other 3 contestants are. Because if it's the likes of Zach and those guys, I might have to go with my boy Zach. So,
I don't see them coming back in just to.
I don't see him even joining Because that's something he's not going to be successful in, and he only joins what he knows he'll be successful.
He's going to do it.
Either way, we'll run an episode back if that happens. But, sir, anything beyond this? What if LeBron joined? Joined.
Because it's
will
not
join.
Because it's not a what if. It's a still maybe.
It's a maybe. What if LeBron may still join the dunk contest?
I haven't given up hope yet.
Man, power to you, brother. Power to you.
Listen, I've learned a lot in life and other sports, and things like I'm a WWE fan, and there's certain people that come and go, and you say that they're never going to come back, and I've learned to never say never.
Oh yeah, never say never
in life.
Never say never. Absolutely.
And
we never would have thought a 40-year-old would be killing the league like he is after 20 years.
Every year after the 20th season, production drops to below 10 points.
Right.
Nobody has ever averaged more than 10 points.
Unless your name is LeBron James.
And so, let's just let our GOAT be the GOAT and get in that dunk contest.
Just not in the dunk contest.
He will be.
Unfortunately.
He won't. Imagine that he goes and wins 2 of them back to back.
Okay, now I got to check your cup, bro. I'm going to check your cup.
Let's go.
That'd be nice, though. It'd be great.
But
right? I just don't. That's the probability.
The back-to-back GOAT.
And so what if he finishes his career with a dunk contest? This is my last year. I'm gonna win it with a dunk contest. I'm out.
What if he finishes? What if he finishes with a 3-peat and says, "I got more dunk contests than Mike after 40 years old"? And then Mike drops it.
I'm sure the haters will still find a way to hate.
I'm sure.
But that would be beautiful. It'd be poetic. It'd be the Mike Gooseneck finish.
Talk about what ifs.
That would be an amazing what if, but that will be a what if in a fairy tale, my friend. Other than that, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all joining us. Or anything else for you?
Oh, I think I've said enough.
I said enough. Yeah, my man has said enough.
I want to see how many people agree with me. There's got to be some. There's got to be.
I'm sure. No, I would love it. I just don't agree with the end result. But why don't you guys let us know? I would love for y'all to let us know.
Sorry, you don't be a hater.
Listen. If I was a hater, this wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
this wouldn't be here. If I was a hater, man, I'm a Bron fan all the way. Just don't think he'll be making an appearance in the dunk contest. I would love it. I don't think he will, and even if he does, I don't think he'll win. You think he will? Let time tell us all. Father Time will answer that. Let us know what you think. We would love to know what you think because we're at odds here apparently. With that, thank you for joining us. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let's keep the show rolling.
Yes, sir.
All right, till next time. Think RBA. Peace.